Hello, and welcome to today's discussion about how to figure out if you qualify to certify as a HIPAA compliance officer. This is a question that we here at the American Institute of Healthcare Compliance often help people answer, so we wanted to put together a quick video that you can use to get an idea what type of experience might best help you prepare for the exam to earn this certification. If you ever have any questions about whether your specific experience qualifies you to take the HIPAA compliance officer exam with AIHC, you can always feel free to contact our office and we'd be happy to chat with you. Before we talk about what experience you may want to have before taking the certification exam, it's best to start off by thinking about what this certification prepares you to do. This can help give a bit of context to the qualifications that we tend to recommend. Obtaining a Certified HIPAA Compliance Officer, or CHCO credential, prepares experienced HIPAA professionals to oversee HIPAA compliance at a healthcare organization. The training program to obtain this certification is also an excellent option for people working in management at a healthcare organization. If you fall into this group that works in management, HIPAA is a key part of your job, and we have a few special considerations for you that I'll mention later. One example of what a CHCO might do is that they are required to oversee privacy and security practices at a healthcare organization to ensure compliance with both state and federal regulations. With that bit of background, you might be starting to ask, how can I tell if I'm qualified to take the exam and try to earn this certification? In this video, we're going to cover some of our main recommended qualifications. It's important to remember that these are recommendations, and they're based on what we at the American Institute have observed as some of the experiences that help people succeed when they're taking the CHCO certification exam. It's also by no means an exhaustive list. If your background or job title or degree isn't mentioned in this video, that doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't relevant or that you aren't qualified. As I mentioned before, you can also always contact our office if you have questions about whether your experience qualifies you. Our recommendations for people considering the CHCO certification exam fall into three categories: examples of professional experience that qualify you to attempt this certification exam, educational backgrounds that can help you prepare for certification, and job positions whose typical duties can help prepare you for the exam. There are some situations where your professional experience may qualify you to take this certification exam. For example, if you have at least a few years of experience being responsible for HIPAA or healthcare compliance within your department, you would be qualified. Being responsible for HITECH, privacy, or security at a healthcare facility also gives you ample experience working with the topics that you need to know for the CHCO exam. Finally, having relevant leadership experience, such as teaching others HIPAA compliance, can also help prepare you for this type of certification. This category is where you can see how people who work in management are qualified to take the exam to earn the CHCO credential based on their professional experience and responsibilities. There are also a few educational programs or degrees that can prepare you for certification based on the focus of these programs. For example, a Master's in Business Administration or MBA, a Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration, an Information Technology degree, or a Registered Health Information Administrator or Registered Health Information Technician. One thing we'd like you to remember is that a college degree is not required to take the CHCO certification exam. Having one or more of the degrees we've mentioned here is simply one way to gain the type of background that can help you ultimately succeed at obtaining the CHCO certification. The last category of recommendations we have if you're thinking about taking the CHCO certification exam is related to job positions that you may hold or have held in the past. Similarly to professional experience, these are positions where you likely would have worked very closely with some of the subjects that are the focus of this certification. For example, some professionals who are qualified for this type of credential based on their job duties and scope of responsibility include licensed healthcare professionals such as licensed practitioners and nurses, HIPAA compliance officers, and similarly, HIPAA privacy officers or HIPAA security officers, healthcare compliance professionals, or business associates to covered entities, such as a medical billing company owner, attorneys and lawyers at a law firm, or certified public accountants at a CPA firm. If you decide to attempt the CHCO certification exam, you have a couple of options that you can choose from. Individuals who are very experienced in the field and are well qualified might select to take the CHCO certification exam only. Or, if you're not as familiar with HIPAA compliance or would simply like an in-depth review before taking the exam, you can choose to enroll in the HIPAA privacy and security training program that we offer here at AIHC. This program includes the option to certify as a CHCO. Visit the American Institute website for more information about both of these options, the CHCO certification exam and the HIPAA Privacy and Security Training Program. You can also call us toll-free at 866-571-5635.